Shot hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. It is far. It is
Pregame show. John Boy.
stuff that dreams are made of.
Jake Sucks.
Hello and welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. My name's PBD, joined by my good friend Dan Rourke. Dan, how are you? It's been a while.
I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, I was gonna say first, it's been, I believe, a couple of weeks since I've last been here. So obviously pumped to be back. Good to see you again. As for being a Yankee fan, I'm kind of in like a state of limbo, dude. Very weird, like wait for what's to come. And I'm not sure what's to come. So
Yeah, deadline, we're a little over 24 hours away, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, Alec in the chat brings up a good point. They're going to take 2 out of 3 from the Rays, and it's going to be so confusing. And that's kind of the script I've got for this series. So, yuck.
well, yeah, I mean, the optimistic way I was looking at going into this Big Ten game stretch, I say you could argue that the Rays are the worst of, right now at least, the Orioles, Rays, and Astros.
Yeah,
They're
take
under
care of
500,
business
I believe,
against
since the
them.
start of June. Maybe, yeah, baseball's weird. I agree. Maybe the series you come out, dude, forget 2 out of 3. Make a statement and sweep.
Whew.
But what's interesting, the Yankees, if they're deciding on whether it was this past series against the Orioles or whatever, like they're making a decision, sell or buy. You have tonight's game to do that. So it's not like they really have time to win them over in terms of what they want to do. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. This
Gonna
team
be
does.
interesting. As for what they do today, lineup they're throwing out there: Gleyber Torres leads off and bats second. Aaron Judge bats second and is the DH. Anthony Rizzo bats third, plays first. Giancarlo Stanton is in right field batting fourth. DJ LeMahieu back in there, batting fifth, playing third. Jake Bauers is in left field. He bats sixth. Bader's in center field batting seventh. Volpe is the shortstop. He bats eighth. Ben Rortvet is the catcher. He bats ninth, and he is paired up with Johnny Brito. Was surprised because Domingo Germán scratched with some sort of armpit issue. Just tough, but I don't know. Not that Brito's been anything special, and we've seen him the last several times out, but Domingo, it's all kind of the same.
I like that it's weird. It's out of nowhere, kind of switches things up. Like, sure, give me something different. So I wasn't
Sure.
expecting. And I'll pull up the numbers to be exact. But Brito, after that slight adjustment he made, slipping my mind.
Oh,
what
he
it
was. I think
pitched
he was
pretty
good.
damn
Whatever
well
the
last
last
couple
time we
starts.
saw him, right?
Yeah. I remember that he was looking really good. Like something switched. Like I forget
Yeah.
what the adjustment was, but so maybe it comes down and he balls out. I know we'll talk about it in the pitching path to victory. I'm not against Brito starting tonight. I'm really not.
Yeah, Burritos, that's all fine. Yeah, the last 2 times we've seen him, which is June 21st and 27th, so it's been a month. He went 5.2 shut versus Seattle, 2 hits. And he went 5.2, 2 earned at Oakland. Is that the day after? As the game that they lost to Oakland. Great.
Game 1.
So I don't like that part, but that's not Burrito's fault. My one sort of issue with the lineup, I teased it to you before we got going. So what, Bauers just doesn't lead off against righties anymore? Not that my favorite thing in the world is that we lead off Bauers, but he's kind of the only guy that really did anything yesterday. And righty on the bump, a tough one at that.
Yeah.
I'd have gotten him lead off because that's what they've been
It's very
doing.
weird, their philosophy of how they do things and what leads to their decisions. Even just, not that they have much of a choice, it's kind of a similar deal. But like Rizzo in the 3 spot, he's batting fourth for a couple of games, has the worst game of his career, and then he goes up to third. Not saying you drop him in the order per se, because who do you really put ahead of him? But
Yeah, they haven't dropped him below fourth yet, so there's no reason to think it would happen, but
it's just funny, like there's never really much like rhyme or reason. You can't really predict what the Yankees are ever going to do with their lineup, and this is kind of one of them. Although It's nice to
Figured
see.
it out.
Of course, nice to see Judge back in there. DJ's back in the lineup as
Good
well.
to see Judge and DJ back. Yeah, sitting DJ yesterday, underrated, frustrating part of the game because he's been
Very much.
been good in the second half so far. Not a huge sample, but we're up to he started a dozen games, I think.
Yeah, and dude, just last 15 games, DJ 314 average, 426 OBP.
Yeah, hey.
So he's kind of getting up there. I'll tell you this, Beebs. Like
I figured out
when-
I figured out the Bowers thing. The Yankees have when they have three lefties in the lineup, they have the set spots for them, and it's 1-4-7, 3-6-9, which is what they did tonight, and 2-5-8. So if they did Bowers 1, Rizzo 4, then they would have had to do Rortvedt 7, and they won't do that because they're stupid fucking.
Yeah, so you're saying they always want to, like, they don't want to ever have three righties in a row.
They have
pretty much.
they have their lefties perfectly spread out when they have three lefties, and that is really annoying. Anyway, I interrupted you.
No, I was just gonna touch on when the lineup came out yesterday. It was a total kill of my energy, man. Because I was riding high after Saturday. I was like, yes, man, this is what enjoying baseball is supposed to feel like. I was rewatching those clips of the Saturday's game like nonstop through Sunday morning. Lineup drops, no Judge, no DJ. Which in a way I get Judge. We won't get into the whole thing, I know, but
yeah, no,
that was frustrating. But
you knew it was coming, which was the worst part, and there's just I felt like Walter White in the car, just screaming, but you can't really do anything about it. That meme's hot.
It just zapped all the energy right out of me. I was like, oh,
it's like
good energy gone is what happened. And then Sevy fucking imploding didn't help either.
Yeah, honestly made them look smarter for calling the shot on that being a game to sit Judge. It would have been one thing if, like, okay, they're going to sit him this last Orioles game, but he's going to play every Rays and Astros game. They're not going to do it, and it's very frustrating. I don't believe in them to do it. Because Boone also said they were going to have him play 9 or 10 of the first 12 games or whatever back. That's not going to be all of the games in these two series. So you're going to sit him in each of those two? Like, I'm out on all of that right now.
Especially, it wasn't a day game after a night game. It wasn't a day game after a night game, Sunday night baseball. And he comes out after 6.5 innings the game before. So,
yeah. And I get it. He had a big injury. Like, if we need to DH him 2 out of 3 days, I'm okay with that. Even if that means it'd be crazy if that means we have some days where we get just no Stanton because of Judge having to DH more. But, I would make that trade, not like Stanton, who's been better of late, but I would pick Judge DHing and Stanton being out over Judge out, Stanton being able to DH.
Yeah, and part of me wonders, honestly, what the big part of the risk is. Because, okay, if you don't play Judge right now or don't play as much as possible, you risk losing this season. If you do play him and, let's say, push him on that injury, what exactly are you risking? Are you risking him, okay, getting back on the IL this year and he's just done for the season, then you're really screwed? Doesn't really matter. You're screwed either way, because if you don't play him enough, you're not going to get to the playoffs. And with that said, I feel like if you do push Judge in this injury, let's say, and he does have a slight setback, I don't think it's a situation where his foot's falling off and he's not ready for 2024. I feel like no matter what, he's probably headed for some sort of surgery in the offseason. To me, I don't think you have to baby him as much. Like, I get he didn't have rehab. This is his rehab assignment. But at the same time, he was a pinch hit. He was able to pinch hit for one at bat. If he was DHing, you give him 3 more.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have killed him. I don't think it would have killed him.
It's not like you actually are giving him the full night off. Like, he did BP. He stretched. He had to, like, lock in.
Yes.
He still has to, like, be mentally locked into the game and when he might have his opportunity. I know they got kind of blown out early and it all sort of went away, but I mean, how they think that's going to be easier than just straight up like letting him DH for a day? If it is easier, it's so slightly. Like, just give him the DH day. If you need to DH him more, that's fine. I get it. He had a big injury. can't run around as much. And if it's a wear and tear issue where we're at the risk of injuring him more, then you shouldn't have brought him back. Like, you should have waited until he's like 100%, and we know he's not 100. My understanding is the type of thing where he's not going to hurt it more, but I don't.
Yeah, a lot of it's movement based. Apparently, the play, like where he feels most comfortable is hitting. It's like the side to side shuffling they talked about, like the defense, and I understand the base running as well. But even that, if you can tell Judge, all right, dude, like when you're running, if you're like busting it out, like don't bust it out. Maybe go 60% when you're running the bases. Like don't turn every single into a double.
Yeah,
but there's also a good chance Judge runs into a homer. Quite good possibility. And in that case, he's doing a nice, light, casual job while DHing. In a way, thank God for like my mental state that Sevy did implode, because
if that was like if that at any point felt winnable, like, and they just didn't use Judge.
It still did, bro. It's like I was saying this on my show.
They sort of snuck back into it a little bit.
If Sevy was just like competently bad yesterday, not like shit show complete implosion 9-run bad. If he were even just like 5 or 6 run of an implosion, we may have had a chance yesterday.
If he was like a 4 innings, 4 runs night or something, like just normal, like that's not good enough. Sevy, like,
I know.
Jeez,
Fun
man.
times.
It's been, and obviously it's just like it's bad times right now anyway. There's a lot up in the air. The Yankees are in the least secure of a playoff position they've been in 5 years. We don't know what the trade deadline's bringing in the next 26 hours. There's just a lot up in the air at the Yankees, so every frustration is multiplied. That's where we're coming from. But I mean, it was bad.
And like every trade target that we were looking at is pretty much off the board.
You can't be in on any rentals. I mean, the one that I thought that I was starting to really, really think would happen. I still think Carlson has a very good chance of happening. He just seems like the Yankees type, and it's a long-term investment move. Like I can talk myself into the long-term benefits of a move like that. I don't think I believe in it to help them get really anywhere this year, but this year they need DJ Stanton, Rizzo to start going. Everyone knows that. I thought they were going to get Carlson and have Jordan Hicks included in that trade as like a little bonus. I think the Yankees love Hicks too. And to have him go to a division rival, that's tough. That's a team. We know the Yankees hate them. Like that's going to be tough.
Yeah. I honestly don't think there's really any move, honestly, like really to make in terms of buying.
That by itself fixes anything. There isn't.
Yeah. I mean, I think most extreme we might get will be actually on the selling end of things, which just isn't even all that crazy. Maybe Harrison Bader gets still. I don't see how, and not even if they wanted to, like there's no big move out there now that especially Bellinger's off the table to go out and get. There's nothing really for them to do at this point. I'm honestly very concerned that like we may like be standing pat kind of thing. I don't know if they'll do really anything of substance that'll like catch our attention and be like, wow, this changes the direction of this season / the franchise going forward.
Yeah.
Unless they trade Glaber. Glaber would be that.
Glaber they can get a real return on.
Yeah, and now we kind of sending a message like, okay, we are resetting in some regard. Bader wouldn't do that for me because that's a rental, that's whatever. And even a bullpen piece, that'd be fine. If you trade Glaber, to me, that comes off like, okay, this team is selling. That would catch my attention. I don't think that's happening though.
Yeah. I don't know. Carlson. Yeah, he seems like their type. They like guys who are former top prospects who have shown some promise in the show, and he is a plus glove at all 3 outfield spots. Switch hits. I know he hasn't been great as a lefty, but hey, maybe the stadium helps him out a little bit. Maybe whatever. Sean Casey works some magic. Prove you're the guy. And he'd be a couple years left. So,
yeah, I guess he's got a lot of.
He seems like they're
tight. You have him for 26, left-handed bat, outfielder, only 24. So yeah, I mean, damn. He is.
His numbers haven't been good in a bit, but he's been kind of just the Cardinals' extra guy. He hasn't been able to fully carve out a role for himself again.
In 2021, he was solid. 18 homers, 113 OPS plus.
Is that his rookie of the
Okay.
year, third place finish year?
Wouldn't move me, I'll be honest.
No, for this
Wouldn't move.
year. For this year, I don't. He doesn't change anything. But the one thing it would change is, all right, you can play left field every day this year, and let's see, you hit lefty technically. So, and it's Bader insurance for the offseason because I don't know where his contract ends up. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know anymore either. But even
Yeah.
so, it's like then I would look at more so, okay, Carlson, if he's our left field option going into next year, fine. But then you still would need a center fielder.
He would
I guess you have that problem regardless.
he would technically probably be the center fielder going into next year if you don't have Bader back.
Okay.
He's a plus glove, but I don't know. He's right now. He's the one that's just like if I'm picking one trade that I'm guessing will happen, it'd be that one. That's still like 20%.
I'll give one too. My one, it actually is going to be with the Mets. I think I wouldn't be shocked if they got Tommy Pham. Now too that like the relationship is apparently fine. Like they would trade with each other. Not like a couple years ago where I guess
Where
we
there
would
was
have sent
no
them
chance.
to Herman for Jay or for was it Jay Bruce who would have sent Domingo Herman for? I think like in 2018 or something. But
yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if we got Tommy Pham, which wouldn't do
Wouldn't be
much for me. It'd be
shocking.
nice, I guess. Like he can hit, but once again, that's nothing. There's no move out there
Yeah.
that's going to save the team, so it's not.
Yeah, there's moves that will help, but at the beginning, what you have to say every time this conversation comes up is like, yeah, whatever move they make has to be a good one, but Rizzo, Stanton, DJ all need to go, and they have not gone enough. Stanton showing signs of life. DJ's been very good in the second half. Let's keep that going. But Rizzo's been the single biggest problem for the Yankees. He was the only impact lefty coming into the year.
Yeah.
And with the beginning
Which,
of the year when they
Jim,
were
all you guys, that episode of Talking Yanks was fire, by the way. Holy crap.
we got spicy. Got spicy.
Yeah. That was fire.
Should we path a victory?
Yeah, we should.
We're running behind.
Yeah. Trying times, that's all. I think it's worth. It's
Trying
valid.
times, a lot of topics hot in the street. Yanks, their bullpen's fully good to go. Clay didn't pitch at all in the Baltimore series, so we should be able to see him. Burrito, I guess we can pencil him in for at least 5. It's an important series. Let's say 5. Go to the pen. See if Clay, use the good guys, man. Clay
Exactly.
and King
No.
combined for 3 somehow. Wandy and Canely, whatever.
Yeah, I was just taking a bit to get my my RotoWire bullpen usage chart wasn't up yet, but yeah, if Brito can get you 5, that'd be good. I actually
And he's a chance to start a 6th.
my heart. I think he's gonna do all right tonight. Get us through 5 in the game, hopefully with a lead. And then if that's the case, yeah, go all out. I mean, King's available, Canely's available, Peralta's available, Clay, obviously, as you said, is available. You can get us through 5, like we might be golden. Just obviously matter if the lineup can score a couple of runs, which I think they will. I mean, Saturday was a fun ass game. With Judge in there, maybe they'll click. You give if Brito can get through 5 with the lead, we should be good tonight. So in the end, it all just comes on the offense, which is the same story every day.
They should. The Rays have not been the Rays for a little bit now, so please score runs. And I know Glasnow's tough, and I like him, but man, they need to score runs and like give the bullpen more easy games. Need it.
I would like to watch it in like a nice, relaxing baseball game tonight.
Yeah. How about that?
You know,
Saturday, I guess we
Judge
kind of
first
got
homer.
one, but
dude, Saturday was like crack for me. BBD, it was amazing. Like this is it. Stanton going deep, Judge going deep. That IKF at bat was beautiful.
that was awesome.
Besides, I mean, even that though, bro, they still screw us a little bit because you have like 3 runners getting thrown out at third on just idiotic, moronic plays.
Weird.
Decisions. But it'd be nice to just 1, enjoy baseball, and 2, to win a series, and that just comes down to the offense doing their job. So it's tough. In a way, it's tough, bro, to line out a pitching path way to victory because it's like it all falls on the offense being competent.
For the most
which
part,
happens
you guys
so
have
few and
all
far
been
between.
doing your job.
Right, exactly. It's like I don't want to like put these expectations out there for you because like you guys have done nothing but for the most part live up to them. And it feels silly
Yeah.
asking you to do the same thing when in the end it may not even matter because the offense doesn't come through.
Race to 3. Need to score runs. Let's move on to the Homer draft. It's
The Homer draft. I do think we'll see some home runs tonight, BBD.
I think we might too.
I do.
I think we might too. Dan, I think you have the first pick tonight, according to my sheet.
Very good. I will be taking the captain, Aaron Judge. He's going to hit his 21st home of the year tonight. I believe it'll be in the first inning.
Ooh.
And yeah, it'll get us going. And then Johnny Bruto's going to freaking deal. And we're going to win a damn baseball game to celebrate July 31st.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, was I screaming into the mic? Is that why you're doing that?
No, I
That's
said I'm just itchy.
Yeah. Oh, itchy.
Scratch going. Yeah,
It's
been
an itchy
hot in the
summer,
office,
dude. Isn't it an
too.
itchy summer? I've been so itchy, scratching all over the place.
Kind of an itchy summer. Got my first attacked by bug bites Friday night, or by bugs with the bites.
Now, I've been doing all right with the bugs. I haven't had to put on any spray. Oh, actually, scratch that.
Friday's
Sorry
first
if I'm
time I
stepping
got
over
got.
today. I don't know if my thing's zooming or not, but I was in McDonald's today and like 4 or 5 flies were swarming around me, and I already had finished my dinner. They would not leave me alone. So I take that back. I haven't been dealing with bugs, but not the summer kind, not like mosquitoes. No mosquito bites so far.
Yeah,
Just in case you were curious.
this weekend, first time I got it, I've been finding the itch cream in my bathroom.
Baby oil. That's what I used to use.
Awesome. I have found my pick for the Homer draft, as I have 2 of them. One Yankee has homered off of Tyler Glass now, one current Yankee, and his name's Giancarlo Stanton. He's done it 3 times. Let's add a 4th. Why not?
I like that. Hey, okay, we're going good vibes tonight then. If Judge and Stanton both homering, that usually
That's a
leads to good
formula.
things in terms of the win column. So,
Oh, that'd be crazy. I'm not gonna pick Rortfett. Jake Bowers.
that would be nuts.
Jake Bowers is my second pick. You have one final selection.
Okay, my selection will be, let's see, Yankees, Rays. Who's your second pick?
Bowers.
Damn it. Good pick. All right, you know what?
Revenge
I'll go with
game for him.
I'll go with DJ. I'll go with DJ. He's been hitting the ball better lately. Has been walking a lot lately.
Yeah,
The power hasn't necessarily been there, although I think he did hit a homer like once in the last 15 games.
I think
I'll take DJ tonight. Opposite field, classic DJ thing with like an excited fist pump rounding first base. So I guess you could say it might be like a big home run late, possibly. Judge and DJ today. Somebody just said in the chat, by the way, Andrew 2769, Dan Hayes says Yankees interested in Sonny Gray. Is Dan Hayes an actual reporter, or is that? Because imagine that. Not that we have to get into that whole thing. That's caught my attention. That's very interesting.
I believe he is the Twins athletic guy.
Oh wow, interesting.
I'd have to look into the article. I'll be honest, I doubt it.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel like a match, and the Twins are good, trying to be good.
Back to the
in play.
programming. I'm sorry. It's caught my attention.
No, it's worthwhile. Dan Hayes is a real one. Do we follow each other? I follow him. Anyway, okay. So I have Stanton and Bowers. You have Judge and DJ. That brings us to the over-under. And the line is, any guesses?
I'll guess.
Ooh, it moved.
Oh, right as you're watching it?
Yes. I had looked before to
Okay.
set up the sheet. That's what
I'm gonna.
I never look before the show, and then
I bet that probably means it went up. I'm gonna say it's a even 8 tonight.
9.
9. Okay,
Hmm.
I'll be taking the under.
I think I'm on the over. Yanks hit homers tonight. Give us some hope.
I like that. I think the Yankees might score
They
like
have
they'll
not
win,
earned
take
that
like
from me.
4. I think they'll score 4 runs tonight, and hopefully a winning effort. 4 runs compared to the Rays. Like Brito pitches well through 5. Yanks bullpen holds it down, maybe allows a run. I think we're looking at a 4-3 Yankees win tonight. Hell, make it 5-3. That's my
I would
prediction.
certainly take it. I'll take any win they can get.
I'll take either.
Yankees have not earned me taking an over, but I went for it.
Yeah, I usually try to root overs these days, but this is the vibe I got under today. Playing it pretty safe, I guess you could say.
I think I do have my premonition.
Let me hear it.
I think Jake Bauers makes his once a month like very nice play in left field, like a diving catch. In one of the bigger Averex moves of a while. And I've liked Bauers for the most part, but he is not a good defensive outfielder, and I think he'd be the first to tell you that. He's a first baseman by trade. But he's made a couple like really nice grabs. I think tonight we get one right when we're on the eve of the deadline to go get the left fielder. And then I get to spend tomorrow just being in fear that they believed in that catch.
That sounds fitting. No, that's very valid. I am a little lost on a premo, man. Yeah. Which shows I don't
You're on
force
the
them out of me.
bump.
I really got to feel it
Yeah.
and get it right.
No, don't want you to say it just to say it.
Right. Like, what do I truly feel tonight? Like, what do I expect if I had to predict tonight the way it's going to go? I see myself sitting down. I really see Brito pitching well. I think, oh, man, I truly don't have a thing. Nothing. I'm empty, BBD. There's got to be something that I see. What do I see happening? I
Be
keep going back
something
to
on the
some sort of a wild
bench.
pitch. Some sort of
Ooh.
a wild pitch doing something. I don't know, like in terms of a Yankee run scoring or if Brito, even like somebody throws a ball into the stands. I think there'll be some sort of a pitcher error throwing a ball tonight that could prove to be crucial. Yes, not necessarily a wild pitch. Could be a ball, you get a wild pick off into the stands. Something of that ilk. That's my premonition tonight. That'll prove crucial on either end. It could be for the Yankees or it could be for the Rays.
Interesting. I hope it's crucial in that it benefits the Yankees because I root for them. But
I do too. I don't mind when they win.
yeah,
You know?
everyone, try your best to enjoy the game tonight. See if the Yankees allow you to. Buckle up tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. Big day.
Yeah. I usually still enjoy like when I sit down like maybe 10 minutes in until they start hitting. I'm like in my normal baseball like mode of I'm enjoying myself watching a baseball game, and then reality usually sets in. And
Once it starts going
that's
bad,
life.
That's
life. That's what all the people say. All right, yeah.
Love you all.
BBD, I love you
I love you,
in the
man.
chat.